So the nation is interested in the comfort with which people are living in the various facilities. And here on campus, I think you should ask, as the GEMSA president, what is the program of activities for you to be counted while you are here? Yeah, because I'm sure you'll be on campus. Some will be on campus throughout the period of the census. You need to ask questions. The hall masters, the senior hall tutors should be able to prefer your answers that this is the arrangement that has been done with the university. So they'll ask you your toilet facility, your bathroom, and kitchen is even a kitchen is a luxury. To cook conveniently in a kitchen is a luxury. Only a few households have got access to that. And so the sum total of this labeling, Lokman, is to make sure that you stand up and get counted. And then we won't find you on the lorry, at the lorry station or on the astroturf. Every human being goes back home. So where you recline after a hard day or a difficult day, where you seek, your own peace of mind, is where your home, your room. And that is where the census officials will come and meet us.
Mashallah, very, very detailed and very, very educative. Okay, so there are some questions I've actually come across since last week's show. People have actually approached me, and I'm going to sum it up. For some of us, I think a decade ago, we were somewhere in the primary school. So by then we weren't that conscious about some of these national issues. Yeah, and I would say that even those who were conscious were not that interested or didn't partake actively in it. But with this time, we've seen some kind of, should I say, activeness, even ahead of the counting. So with most of our families in the Muslim communities, most people have 2 wives, 3 wives, living in 3 different homes or 2 different homes at different places. Some have their kids scattered around and all of that. So how should a man in this situation manage out and make sure he has given the appropriate details to the officials when they come in?
Okay. And normally for people who have more than 1 wife, they ask you, yo, na baba eke, oh, yo, baba na chang. So baba has Mecca in Medina. Yes. You have 2 wives. I come from a polygynous family. My dad, Alhaji Ibrahim, a very hard-working Muslim young man who started his life in the south, so to speak. He got 2 of my mothers. My mother, my biological mother, and then my stepmother. Yes. So on her side, my stepmom has 2 strong guys. Then on our side, we are 8 because my mom was the first. And for so long, I was the only guy sandwiched between 6 ladies, and until a small boy came some few years ago. No wonder I almost came out a girl. So for people with 2 wives, Lokman, don't say you find yourself at 2 places, so you'll share 2 households or you'll count twice. I think they have told us they have a mechanism to flash out double counting. They have a mechanism, a digital mechanism to do that. So you live at, Amasamine with your Amaria. There's a smaller one. And the first one, you go married to her in Nima, for example. So census day comes, and they come to Nima. You are a member and the head of the household in Nima. The counting will be done. Give the names of your first wife and her children to the census official, plus you. But your Amaria, who is there and has given birth to 1 child for you, who is just 2 years or 3 years old, she will also be visited in that house. So when they come, she only tell them, "Me gida na yana da gida kuma daga Nima, amma an kida ya shi daga Nima." He was counted at Nima, so you don't add him. Count me and my little child, so that there is no duplicity or duplication in the counting. As I indicated, one key feature of a Muslim is honesty, integrity, credibility. We are not saying because Mona Dewa, do you in Kanawa 30. And when they look at your face, it doesn't look like you have 30 kids. So let's be truthful. We are only asking, we've indicated that as soon as they come, the first thing you say is, before you even start, take that every name I give you is a Muslim's name. So ask them that, where is the portion for religion? Take Islam for all of the household. Then you can answer other questions. And as the weeks, and come and go, we'll go to the socio-economic, up to even the kind of phone you use. They will ask you for that detail because they want to know about internet penetration. All of these will inform policy going forward. Yes, so if you have Mecca and Medina, be counted at Mecca or Medina and not both. And let the other Maria or Warigida give them the details.
Mashallah. So I think in essence, what I've picked up is if the census officials visit a household and someone attends to them, be it the leaders of the house, and they give them all the details, and there were some absentees from the house. I think what we can do best is these people should inform those who are absent that the census officials have visited.
Lukman, there are two types of absenteeism.
Okay.
Lukman is not home, but he's on campus.
Okay.
Maybe Lukman is a day student, or Lukman comes to university once every week on Sunday. From here, he will go home. You will be counted in addition to your siblings at home. Because your absenteeism, your alibi, it's a transient one. No. It's a temporary one. But there's a kind of absenteeism, okay. And you don't even come back home.
Don't come back. No.
Maybe you're at Medina Libya quarters. Because of Kunchi, there is no enough space. You get some ghetto at Atomic. That be where you day all the time. You go to school from there, you go to work from there. You won't be counted as part of the household in Libya quarters. They will meet you at Atomic. So please, let's dichotomize between the two forms of absenteeism. Or Amarian kanita yaji, kwenye fada shita jegidam mansu. But the park ka entaba. Yes, there's a 90% assurance kama malu masun shigachiki takomo. It's a temporary absenteeism. No. But if you have this kind of wives who say, Aina gayama, baka dubana, kullun 20 cedis ya, and when I'm about to 70 Ghana of chop money. By the time you come home, she has packed out. She's not part of your household again. I kid I take them months. And so let's understand the two forms of absenteeism.
Good. So if Lukman is on campus and census officials visit at home and he's counted at home,
his integrity should show him that he should tell those who come to count on campus that have been counted.
Good. So I think that's one of the things we should pay attention as well. Mashallah. So we are going to end with the rest of the details you would want to share with us for about 2 minutes. Then we can conclude for today.
Thank you, Lukman, and thank you to the crew and the universe, and especially Islamic Focus, and thank you to station manager Alhaji Dr. Sadiq as well. And we've decided to serialize this because people's minds get a bit saturated if you feed them too much information. That's why lectures on end for hours. In Africa, we don't perform. Because you dream about all the time, too much information or information overload. And we are going to do this piecemeal, bits and pieces, answering people's concerns, so that so many groups are working on this, Lukman, and I'm so happy. And then there's even an idea of a situation room throughout the period of the census, so you can lodge complaints and then people signal to the Ghana Statistical Service that this Zongo community hasn't been fully covered and all that. I've never seen the Ummah united on a cause better than on this one.
That's true.
And we need to sustain the gains beyond the census so that this sectarian division that has bedeviled development and progress as an Ummah for so long will be a thing of the past. Thank you once again, Lukman and the team.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Erbat Ibrahim, for these important details. So just as he mentioned earlier on the show, when the officials come in, ask for their ID card or something that will enable you identify them, ask for a supervisor amongst them. And one of the ways you can identify them with their addressing is the reflector they would put on whatever attire they wear. Then they are going to ask you for your house number. So this is an important information you need to take note of. And maybe they would ask you for your GPS address. Then they are going to ask for the owner of the house. Make sure you point out who the right owner is. And he also mentioned that it's important that during this exercise, tenants patch up things with their landlord, so that in case the officials come in and you're at home, your landlord can easily call upon you to come out to be counted as well. Then we should also take notes of our street names. Let's take note of our street names. And so with the labeling of the household or structures, it's basically going to be about labeling the rooms maybe in a particular compound house. So when the officials visit you, they will take note of these rooms. Then they would also ask for